Welcome to another episode of Charitably Speaking. The Tucson Realtors Charitable Foundation has begun a spotlight series. Each month, we will feature local charities as part of a theme. This month's theme is The Forgotten Child. With all the back-to-school activity, we want to make sure no child is left behind. Today, as part of our Spotlight series, we have the pleasure of talking to Chief Operating Officer for Make Way for Books, Baehr. Welcome, Allie.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
You bet. Let's jump right into it. What is Make Way for Books' mission?
The mission of Make Way for Books is to make sure that all children have the chance to read and succeed. And we do that through a variety of programs focused on children birth to 5 to make sure that, as you may know, that a child's brain growth happens, 90% happens before the age of 5. So our mission is really to make sure that those children are getting all the things that they need to succeed when they get to kindergarten. So we're trying to set them on a good path so that once they get to kindergarten, they're ready to read, they're ready to learn, and they're ready to have a productive life.
And how many children are you currently serving?
We serve 30,000 children, parents, and educators every year.
How do you serve the parents? I mean, is there separate programs for the parents?
Actually, everything we do for children in our family education and literacy program is with the child and the parent together. So we invite, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, a caregiver, whoever's taking care of that child, we invite them to come to the programming with their child because we're really focused on this 2-generation change because we're trying to empower the parent to be their child's first best teacher. So we're encouraging them to use all of the free things that they have at their fingertips in their home to create that language and literacy rich experience in their home so that children are hearing words, learning vocabulary, having positive interactions, and understanding all the things that their child needs before they get to kindergarten, that they have a really important job and that they have what it takes to do that job, regardless of their own education, regardless of their reading level. We give the child and the family 20 brand new hardcover books at the beginning of story school so that they have a library right from the very beginning that they get to keep. And we teach them how to use those books. We teach them how to use things around their household. We teach them how to use interactions to encourage that rich language and literacy environment in their home.
You know, with all the back to school activities and promotions that are going on right now, do you find that they help or hurt fundraising efforts for the charity?
I think they actually help because I think with all the research and all of the new knowledge, people are well aware that we really have to be spending more time, effort, and funding on the birth to 5 time period. And a lot of our partnerships are with elementary schools. So prior to COVID, a lot of our programming was actually happening in the schools with the parents who had children that were under the age of 5. So I think because of the partnerships we have in the community and the focus on getting children ready to read and succeed and really trying to ease the burden of the school system, because if we're helping to deliver children to kindergarten that are ready to read and ready to succeed, less money and effort has to be spent by the K-12 system on providing additional assistance for those children.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I think I was going to repeat myself. I think I was just going to say, because of those partnerships, I think we all help each other, and I don't think it hurts in any way.
So for someone who donates today, how will those dollars be spent?
So like I mentioned earlier, with each child that attends story school, so each semester, so the fall semester, our intent is to have at least, I believe it's 400 kids in story school. And right now it's virtual. So all those kids are getting 20 books to take home, brand new hardcover books in a backpack with supplies that they might need to do the activities that they're doing in story school. So that funding will help us provide those materials to even more children. And because we're virtual now, we have the ability now to serve children outside of Tucson, outside of Pima County. So we have opened a small office up in Avondale outside of Phoenix. I know Tucson Realtors isn't interested in Phoenix, but we still have a lot of kids to serve in Pima County.
Growth is good any way you look
Growth
at
is
it.
good. Yeah.
That's right. So what is Make Way for Books' bigger challenge? Is it dollars or volunteerism or something else?
With COVID, prior to COVID, we would have over 300 volunteers every year, and we typically had enough for them to do. And now that so much of our programming is online, virtual, over Zoom, we've actually had a lot less for volunteers to do. So right now we kind of have the opposite problem where we have more volunteers than we have work to do. Funding obviously is always a need, especially in our community. We have so many amazing nonprofits in Tucson that are doing awesome work. And we're not a Phoenix. We're Tucson. We don't have as many of the big funders and the big businesses and the big corporations. We have some, but not quite as many as Phoenix. And we're all competing for that money. So we're very fortunate and grateful. And that's just the way it goes.
Hopefully Avondale will help with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Every charity has what they can do now, what they can do in the future, and usually a pipe dream that seems beyond reach. What is Make Way for Books' pipe dream?
Expansion has always been a pipe dream, and that's slowly happening throughout Arizona, thanks to other funders outside of the Tucson area and interest in Phoenix and Flagstaff. So we're slowly progressing our expansion. But I know one thing that really excites the people that work at Make Way for Books is the idea of a school. So one of our strategies we didn't talk about is working with educators that work with children ages birth to 5. So we partner with preschools, Head Starts, people that are taking care of children in their home as a business. So we are teaching those educators what they can be doing in the classroom to create those same language and literacy rich environments. So it's kind of our dream to have our own school to be able to implement all the things that we teach educators in our own space, and just to create a lovely place where we could invite children that may not have that opportunity to attend a high quality preschool or childcare, and make it a place where all children are welcome, and we can have bilingual classrooms, because we do a lot of that kind of work. And we can just instill in children everything that we're teaching educators and families in our way. So that would be a pipe dream.
That's a great pipe dream.
Yeah.
Allie, I want to thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of our very first Spotlight series.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you picking us, and we appreciate your support. And Tucson Realtors has been a supporter of Make Way for Books over the years, and we're very appreciative and grateful for that. So thank you.
You bet. And viewers, you can donate now by clicking the link below. Let's leave no child left behind. Thank you.
Thank you.